Man, Uncle BullCow outside of the building. What do you think about that? I'm outside the building. Now it's beautiful out, man. 68 degrees right now. That's why you guys seen. If you haven't watched the video that I just uploaded, that video, I recorded that video yesterday, and that video was outside. And I love eating spicy food outside when it's cool. Now, when it's super, super hot, I don't like it. But what I got here is going to light me up. And I got some extra things to add to it. Look at that, guys. That's covered in cream Italy flake. And there's cream Italy flake in the sauce. That's right, in the tomato sauce. So I have some, this is organic homemade dough. What's up, Pete Centric? Getting lit on my lunch. This is homemade dough. I make this myself. Organic cheese, organic baby sweet peppers, lunchbox, whatever they call them, organic onions. Of course, there's a little pepperoni. That's not organic. And organic crushed tomatoes with no salt added. Now, I do add a little bit of salt to them, but it's better to get the no salt added and add a little bit, because sometimes you get them and they have salt in them and you still add some. No bueno. So we're getting lit today, and we're just going to talk on my lunch break. So we have cream Italy flake covering the pizza. And I also got some of my mixture here, which is the crushed red pepper with cream Italy flake. That is mostly cream Italy flake. As you can see how red it is. You see some of the darker specks in there, but there's not that many. And then just to make matters worse, a little Uncle BullCow Mad Mass. Seek the heat. What's good? So, yeah, Johnny Scoville did a members only live last night, and it's the first time I've seen him do one in a while. Now I don't know if he's been doing them or not. I just know I haven't seen one. I haven't got a notification, so I jumped on and was watching for a while, and then my wife screamed, and I guess the baby grabbed like a big plate off the table and it smashed on the concrete, and I didn't know what was going on, so I stopped watching. But anyways, I know Johnny loves doing this. He loves to jump on the live and talk to his people, and I absolutely love it too. So let's go in first with a bite with the cream Italy flake in the sauce and on the top. Wow. It's hot. But it's really good. You see the bottom of that, what it looks like. How perfect that is. This is from last night. The girls love pizza. And I make homemade pizza. Robert, what's good? Do I put honey in my dough? No. I added just a little bit of organic golden coconut sugar to when I add the yeast in the warm water. A little bit of that sugar in there. I don't like my dough sweet, but with that little amount, you're not going to get any sweetness at all. And you do that because it helps activate the yeast, and the stuff rises. I put my dough in a metal bowl, a little bit of olive oil on it, and then saran wrap and a towel or wet paper towel, whatever. But I set it in my closet that I use for. Oh, look at that! That's gonna get me wrecked. Holy crap! That's freaking hot. Damn it! What the hell?
Hey, you did.
I'm doing a live video. You want to be on TV? Go ahead, stick your head in there.
Best hot sauce you ever ate.
There we go. But so yeah, last night we made the girls pizza. They devour it. Like Eliza, my 7-year-old. Mrs. BullCow and the baby had a full plate. She didn't have any more room, so I put the rest on Eliza's plate. I said, here, told my wife, wow, that is hot. That is screaming hot. Mr. and Mrs. B, what's good? But anyway, I told my wife, I go, after you eat a piece or two, take some of this. I just wanted to get it all on the plate, you know? I don't know if she didn't hear me or didn't remember. But Eliza sat there and ate all of it. So, me, I made enough to also bring some for work for lunch. Screaming hot, man. But I love it. I love the burn. I may be doing some challenges coming up, guys. I'm going to have to see how that goes. I don't know what's been going on with the lives lately. So, here's how I started doing the lives, going selfie mode, TikTok mode. Alexandria was doing a challenge live this way, and there was a ton of people watching it, and I knew there was more. They didn't know what she was doing, and it was more than the Never Better Club's subscribers. Little Mad Mash. Oh yeah. That with the cream Italian flake. Nice little bite to it. But I seen how many people were watching. I'm like, oh, that's the new feature, I guess, where YouTube is. And they said something. I had a notification once that said, if you do the videos like this, it'll show up in the shorts feed also. Well, I pretty much ignored it because I knew it was pointless. But finally, my wife, Mrs. BullCow, just try it. And I told her, it's going to be the same thing as doing a TikTok live. You go live on TikTok, you have 350 people watching, and all of a sudden it drops to 3. Right? Most times people don't interact with you. So I tried it. Now, I did have a few people interact and asked what I was eating or something. They jump off. The TikTok crowd is just, they don't have the attention span, you know, to watch a live video or watch a 5-minute uploaded video. They just don't. They're, you know, into watching 10-second, 15-second videos, people doing stupid stuff or whatever. And now there's some people, there is the very few, right? The people that are on TikTok and they're on YouTube, or more so Instagram and TikTok. But so basically, I was going live, if you guys seen, for the last few weeks like this, and I'd see it spike up, and you'd see that 20 people, 30 people, you know, and I knew what that was. It was after like 3-4 minutes. You'd see the views spike, and then all of a sudden, bam, they would come back down. And that was the TikTok effect, basically. So that was the people that are seeing it in the shorts feed. Heck yeah, man, that's a good idea. Yeah. So basically, that's it. But who is going? I know Mr. and Mrs. B are going. And I think that Andrew's going too. Who's going to PepperPalooza this year in Erie, Pennsylvania? It's going to be a good time. I'll tell you that. I bet you it does. Woo. Wow, that Prima Tally Flake, man, just shaking it like that. It's in the air. K-Fed, what's good? You got a family? That's right. I'm sorry, Andrew. I remember you telling me that. Yeah, so the PepperPalooza, man, it's going to be a good time. Anybody that can make it. Uncle BullCow, Lord willing, if I'm still alive, will be there. I think that this is going to be the biggest chili head gathering as far as the League of Fire family. and extended family. I think it's definitely gonna be the biggest one ever. And of course, there's big chili festivals, but this one's gonna be huge. Okay. I see. Listen, if I had the money, I'd go to every single chili festival in the country. Right? I don't have the means to do that, so I go to the local ones, and I'll go to something further away once in a while. Man, Greg, yeah, I'd love to meet you too. I'm telling you, just we just have such a good time when we're all together, man. You know, great bunch of people. But you get some of the smaller chili festivals. What really sucks is the vendors. You know, a lot of times, man, they'll see a nice poster for a sauce expo. They'll travel hundreds and hundreds of miles. They'll pay a whole bunch of money for a booth. And, you know, they don't even make their money back. Sometimes they don't even break even. We've been seeing some of these hot sauce expos and whatnot that the crowds are very slim. And that's okay if you're just starting out, right? You're having your first Pepper Fest. You gotta build up momentum and stuff like that. So that kind of stuff's gonna happen. But I do feel bad, like I said, for a lot of the vendors that they really don't know what they're getting into. They don't know how many people will be in attendance. I always tell people, like the one here in NC, you know, I put in my application to vend up there. They get 20,000 people if it's not pouring rain. Last year, me, Fat and Spicy, I mean, all the vendors were there, Jewish Creations, Riding Smoke, but me, Fat and Spicy, Today's Adventure, and we all went, and it poured rain. And when I mean poured, it poured. If you guys see that pepper eating contest, I have an umbrella over the camera the whole time. That's the only reason it came out so good. We got soaked. We still had a good time. I still think the head count was in the thousands. The year before, I think it was 20,000. The year before that, 15, and it rained a little bit. But anyways, if you find something where they're doing a head count, and you know it by looking at the crowd pictures and stuff, or look at Oxford when Ryan took that picture from the stage. You can see there's like 500 people there packed watching just the chili eating contest. So I always tell people, man, look at the stats, see how it is. I feel bad for guys that are having a chili festival, you know, to rent the place and cover everything. They have to charge $100 to $200 for a booth, and you know, all of a sudden everybody gets there and they don't do that well. Just the foot traffic's not there, because these events, man, it's hard to get the word out to the people. Now, once you have a following and you have something established, you can do decent, but you can also do bad. I've seen it. And I'm not going to name, listen, man, I don't want to make anyone look bad. I'm not going to name the festivals and the expos, but I've seen where it's a huge deal made about it. The poster is nice. Plenty of opportunity for everybody to find out about it. And then you see the pictures of the crowd during the peppering contest, you know, or the pictures, some of them don't have peppering contest. So I'm just saying, or you see the pictures from, you know, people are taken from the booths during prime time. There's not that many people. That's why I feel bad. I think that if more people knew about them, they would go. I know the pandemic was rough too. A lot of festivals were canceled. A lot of festivals never fully recovered from that because they skipped a year or 2 years. So, but either way, if you're a vendor and you know, your main thing, you want to break even or make some money. You want to get your stuff out there. I know what it's like, man. I mean, I literally went and did one. It wasn't an event, you know, it was just a flea market day. You know, I only sold 7 bottles of hot sauce. You know what? I paid for my booth. It was indoors. I didn't have to bring anything except hot sauce. That's it. I didn't have to bring tables or anything. It was easy setup. I paid for the booth and my gas money to get there. And, you know, I got 7 more bottles of my sauce into the hands of people that are local. So it's not a complete loss. I wasn't upset or mad about it. Last week, the first day at the farmer's market, I sold 37 bottles. Okay? And you're going to get that. Next day, 7 bottles. You know what I'm saying? So, but if you look at the foot traffic, if you talk to whoever's putting events on, whoever's in charge of these markets, these pop-ups, and you get that, oh yeah, we get this kind of traffic. You have, at least you know what you're getting into. All right, guys, that was piece number 1. Nose is running. You guys can't really see this, but there's already a ton on there. Oh no, that was probably too much. Lord have mercy. They're in the middle. This is going to be the worst. Prima Tally is, I think the Prima Tally probably tests the highest on the Scoville ratings. I bet my bottom dollar on it because it's a red pod. We know chocolates and mustards ain't testing as high. You know what I'm saying? So, Mike, what's up, man? We got the idiot files in the building. Hey, you know what? Yeah, the mayonnaise exposed. You're in a mayonnaise guy state. Listen, I thought that way too about. I thought that way about North Carolina. I did. I lived here for 1.5 years in central North Carolina. Moved to the coast. Moved back to central North Carolina. And I had no clue there was any chili heads in this whole state. Okay? Tomato and okra, elderly folks at the farmer's market, no way to, you can't get your hands on a fresh Scotch bonnet or nothing. Fresh Reaper, Ghost, nothing. Hot sauces in the grocery stores is trash. But I went to Oxford to that chili festival. I mean, that's the place I met Johnny Scoville, Mike Palmatier, Rise Smoked Sauce Works, Bull City Pepper Company, Zeus Creations, Black Dog Gourmet, the owner of Bailey's Farms, the biggest pepper farm here. I mean, if you go and you connect with those people, eventually you start finding people. They're out there, trust me. Listen, I'm at the farmer's market last week, and this lady comes up, give me a bottle of the hottest thing you got. So I make hot sauce for my husband, but I run out all the time. Since you're driving up to Pennsylvania, I say, oh, you're going to Bowers Farm? She goes, how'd you know that? So we got talking, and it was hilarious. We just knew all the same people and stuff, you know. Had other people coming through. No lie. So, other people are like, do you know Johnny Scoville? I'm like, yeah. I go, the spot that you are standing in, this 5-foot little area where your feet are right now, I said, me and Johnny stood there and ate some hot foods together. I said, Hulu filmed it. I said, but I have a video of it up on YouTube, but it's not on the Hulu show. But, and they're like, really? And I'm like, yeah. So, you know, it's like you run these people and they're out there. Yeah. Oh, I know. Andrews, yeah, talking about Raleigh, man. There's chili heads in Raleigh too. Very hard to find them. Now, Durham probably has, I think Durham has the best culture as far as per capita of the chili and hot sauce scene. You got Jules Creations up there. Mike Palmetier not far from there. He's just outside Durham. You got Bull City Pepper Company holding down the fort. They're all well known in Durham. There's a couple other sauce makers up there too. I don't remember if Michael's up there or not, but there's a couple other right there in Durham, man. They're all just right there. Bailey's Farms ain't too far up the road. And so there's more, like if you go out to Durham, you're gonna find little shops here and there that have all these local sauces and stuff. You're not seeing that much here. You know what I'm saying? You're seeing a little bit. It's starting to get better. Yeah, Durham's got a good scene. They got a pretty good hot sauce scene there. So I think it's got potential, but you have to get out and meet the people. That's the only way, man. It's finding people online. We're all finding each other, right? We're hundreds of miles apart from each other. And, you know, sometimes we look at that small scope and say, this is all that there is out there. But it's not. They're just, some of these people aren't even on Facebook, man. More power to them. What's up, Razor? So, yeah, you got some people ain't even on YouTube or on, you know, social media. They're just chili heads, man. You know? They don't order, a lot of people don't even order sauce. There's not a ton, but there's still some people. That's how I was in 2020 and before that. Do not order sauces off the internet. They just buy whatever they can get their hands on local and they stick to that. Wow. I'm burning. See how I got to the middle? That middle is what's rocking me right now. Wow. Yeah. Anyways, if you guys haven't watched the video, it's going to show up as an upload. It's Southern Charm at the farm. It's got a bottle of sauce. Me going like this, of course. Cousin Eddie, every year he does this event. It's huge. I can't get into it. I won't even try, okay? Southern Charm at the farm. Very hard to be a vendor there. It's packed. It's Tanglewood Park. It's huge. One of the, if not one of the biggest deals here in the South. And every year for that event, he makes an exclusive sauce, a hog sauce, you know, a Cousin Eddie barbecue sauce, but with heat, lots of heat. Gives good. And this time he put some peppers and some other peppers and prima tali. Excellent sauce. I went out and got a barbecue sandwich, so I'm at Clark's Lexington Barbecue, reviewing that. So if you guys haven't seen that video, definitely give that a like, you know, give it a thumbs up. And watch it. You hear me talk about that a little bit. But I just upload it. Usually I don't go live right after upload. But I wanted to get on here and just say a couple things. See who's going to what chili festivals this year, you know. Yeah, that's right, Greg. I agree with you. Yeah. Oh, it's always a gamble. Here's the real gamble. A rain or shine event, and you pay for that space, and it pours. That's the worst, because you'll get hardly any people, right? You have to worry about stuff getting wet. I mean, you might have a tent and tarp, but you should have seen what we went through in Oxford. The street flooded, and there was just a river running down the corner, and I was in Black Dog's booth. And they had to move all their stuff up because it was just getting soaked, man. You know, some of it's a foot deep. So it was kind of crazy, but yeah.
Are we on live?
Yeah, you want?
Hey!
Say hey.
I don't know any of y'all, but hey.
This is the one you guys thought was my wife that day. Tell your wife to shut up. She's loud. This is Victoria.
Yeah, that's me. I'm the loudmouth. How you doing?
Yeah, she's from up north. That's why we're loud.
That's fine. We're loud individuals.
We're just loud, obnoxious people. Forgive us.
Maybe follow me on TikTok.
We don't mean any harm by it. But yeah, but you guys, that's the one you guys hear in the background, man. She's awesome. She's good people. But it's funny. I remember that someone was like, tell your wife to shut up. I'm like, that's not my wife. Here's the difference between the loudness. Okay, I'm gonna explain Victoria versus Mrs. BullCow. Victoria standing next to me talks. She's in her normal tone of voice, right? When she gets loud is when she's on the phone. And I mean, it is loud as all heck. Or especially if she's having a hard time talking, hearing somebody, she's even louder. So now Mrs. BullCow is the opposite. Mrs. BullCow on the phone is normal. When she's standing next to me, man, she gets loud. So yeah, and she's on the video. She's usually kind of pretty normal. But there has been times where she's not dressed, she don't want to be on video, but she's standing next to the phone and she'll start going on about something and she can get pretty loud then, so it's funny. But the girls just went to lunch. I'm going to go back in here and clock in. Chili Chaplin, what's good? Yeah, hit the farmer's market, man. I'm telling you. You get a lot of people that ain't... Listen, my sauces are hot. A lot of people won't even try them. Of the people that try them, my Blazing Bonnet, I usually give them first. And they get wrecked off of it. But I'll tell you right now, even the people that cannot handle a little tiny drop of that, like they get wrecked, a lot of them buy it. They love the flavor. They know, hey, this the bottle of hot sauce might last them a year, So they're actually getting a better deal than us crazy people that eat a half a bottle. Mark, what's up? What's good? Just having some lunch, talking about peppers. Prima Tally pizza is absolutely destroying me right now. What's up, Jake? Jake Ortega is in the building. Yeah, so what do we got coming up? So I am doing the Spring Folly. Not this weekend. So this weekend I'm going to work because I had 2 Saturdays in a row off, and then I have the next Saturday, May 4th off. So I've got to work 2 Saturdays a month. So this weekend I'll be here at the office for a little while. Go get some groceries, just do regular stuff. And then Sunday, if you guys want, smash that like button if you want me to do a video from the Middle Eastern Festival. They moved, so it's going to be a little bit of a drive to get out there and stuff, but we're going to go. We usually go every year. I don't think I've done a video on the Middle Eastern Festival. We just usually got the kids. We're doing so much, and we see a lot of friends and stuff. We have a great time. But yes, there's a Middle Eastern Festival. It is at the Bible Church of Clemens. That is Saturday and Sunday. I can't go both days. I can't go Saturday. But they have like Middle Eastern, like dancing and music and food. We go there for all of it. We go to see people, and the kids just run rampant and have a great time. And so, but anyways, it's such a good time. And I usually try to burn some people. I just can't get anyone. A lot of the folks are, they're from all over that are there, Lebanon, stuff like that. But they just don't, a lot of them do not want, they don't trust me. They know me, man. We went to their church, for quite a while and stuff. So they know Uncle BullCow, and they don't want to try my stuff. I've got a couple of them. I had one guy try a red bootla. One time he just took a bite though. He wasn't going to eat the whole thing. So yeah, I don't know if I'm going to bring any burnables with me. I might do a hot sauce, but yeah, I'm going to get me some kefta and pita bread with the sauce, and I'm going to do it big. So stay tuned for that. This Sunday, I'll do a video. Might just do clips, piece them together, upload it that night. Or I might do a live, man. I'm paying all this extra money for this extra data now, and I don't hardly do enough lives when I'm out and about. You know what I'm saying? So, wow, I'm lit right now. Got a nice burn. It's coming down majorly, but I still got some pizza left. If you guys look at that area right there, where that bite is out of that piece of pepperoni. It's coated. Slamming, man. If you don't got good pizza in your area, I'm telling you, make your own. That flour is a mixture. I did 70% white, unbleached, organic, and then 70% whole wheat. It's perfect. I've tried doing whole wheat with flax. Tried doing just whole wheat. Decent. I found that 70-30 or 75-25 or whatever is the sweet spot. Just a little bit healthier. Not much. But it just tastes perfect. I think mixing a little bit of the wheat in with the white too kind of almost makes the dough, it just tastes more, I don't know, more rustic, more Italian, you know? Oh, Chili Chaplin. Yeah. Hey, man, I'm praying for you, and I know what you're saying as far as the heat level. I'm shot right now, man. I don't even think I can handle a dual chip. I'm telling you. I've been having these episodes every day except Sunday for 2 weeks straight. Didn't have one. My heart starts feeling real weird. It doesn't hurt. It feels almost like a gurgling or there's air in there. It's the weirdest thing. It's in my chest somewhere. And I get dizzy. And I get tired. And I even get to where I can't talk normal. And even my steps, when I walk like a little old man. And I even was, I tried to take strides forward and they were fake. It was almost like, I went to the cardiologist, you know, I'm eating a little bit better. Guys, I lost 20 pounds. When I went to the cardiologist last week, I'm down 20 pounds since I started this with the health problem. So I'm not doing 100% great. This is not health food right here. But once a week, some pizza. If I'm having pasta, I'm usually doing it stuffed. You know, we made manicotti the other night, so it's got some ricotta cheese in it. So give me some more protein. Beef once a week. We did meatballs the other day with some raviolis. They were organic, grass-fed, you know. Last week before that, I had a lean steak, you know, 2 or 3 egg yolks a week. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Hey, guys. So anyways, I love you guys so much. I'm going to get going from here. Uncle BullCow freaking loves